Be ready for some vicious attacks. So yeah, I think we've agitated the monster, so it's in its enraged form now, as if it wasn't already angry
I don't know
enough.
what you could mean. He looks so pleasant, so happy to have visitors.
He just wants a hug.
Hey folks, welcome back to PlayStation Underground. You got Kristen and Justin here. We are checking out Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
Yeah, we are.
This is some footage that you got when you played at E3.
Yeah,
on the PS4 Pro.
We were down there, and I headed by Capcom, and they let me check out some Monster Hunter World Iceborne. We're going to see some new stuff here. I'm wearing the new armor. I believe that's the armor
Look at your
that you get from the Shrieking Legiana.
Ooh, Raider Ride. What is this?
Raider Ride is a cool new thing that you can do, and if you want, you can pause the video and read all of these tooltips and everything. But basically, it's a new Palico skill that you can unlock, and you'll see in a moment how exactly it works. But basically,
oh my god, look at him.
the Palico can summon a little monster that you can ride around, but I'll explain that more in detail in a moment.
Oh,
so right now I'm just kind of like getting my gear set up and everything, and you can see the adorable new Palico outfit. He's ready to hit the slopes in the icy Hoarfrost Reach, which is the name of this new region, this massive new region.
I know, it looks so cool. Now, I haven't played Monster Hunter World since I finished the main stories campaign.
Yeah.
I basically put it down after that, was like, that was a fun time. Tell me a little bit about what I'm going to be jumping into when I start Iceborne.
Yeah, so Monster Hunter World Iceborne picks up after the end of the main story of Monster Hunter World. And I'm real quick sidebar, I made sure to get some footage of the new cooking and eating animation here, because that was always one of my favorite parts of Monster Hunter World, was that realistic looking food and just like how into it the hunter is when they eat it.
I could never skip these animations.
Oh, it's so good. Look at that. I actually went to the Monster Hunter Cafe in Japan, and I ate that platter. Well, not that exact platter, but
like the big
they had
one.
the big like
the
chef's
big boy.
choice platter you have to pre-order. Yeah, that was awesome. So yeah, obviously every good hunt starts with a hearty meal in Monster Hunter. So I am prepped and I'm ready to go, and we're going to go on a hunt.
Nice. Tell us a little bit about how you chose this weapon. Is this the one that you normally main with, or is it something that you were like, oh, let me try something different?
So this is the Switch Axe. I think we're going to be hunting the Tigrex here. This is, if I remember the clip that we're looking at here. So yeah, I main hammer usually, but I wanted to make sure I get footage of some different weapons here. We'll have another video going live as well, so if you haven't seen it already, go check that out. So this is the Raider Ride here. And basically you just you summon this little monster and you mount it, and it can go find the monster for you rather than you having to run around and, you know, find tracks and everything. It'll try and find the tracks for you. Or is it, are we hunting the Banbaro? I forget whether this one's Banbaro or Tigrex, but we're going to go kick some butt either way.
You're less likely to lose sight of a monster if you use the focus camera.
Thank you, handler. Yes, that's right.
That's not our target. We gotta stay focused on what's important.
Trying to listen to what the handler is
She's
telling
like,
us here.
excuse me.
Yeah, so yeah, we have footage of the Banbaro hunt and the Tigrex hunt. We'll find out shortly which one we're going after here, because I forgot.
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
Here we go.
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
Use the scout flies to locate them.
Tell me more.
Oh, okay, somebody already fainted.
Oh.
Good times. Yeah, here we go. This is the
there
Tigrex.
They are.
Yeah, so the Tigrex is a returning fan favorite of Monster Hunter yore. Skyflies and Spirit, yep. So we're gonna get in there and we're gonna try and take this thing down. Now the Tigrex, something I found out about this, I haven't played any of the older Monster Hunter games where this monster originally featured, so I was in for a bit of a rude awakening when I tried to just get in there and like bust out some big combos against it. It's really fast. It's really unpredictable.
What are some of the characteristics? So it's fast, it's unpredictable. Does he
really
swipe
angry,
with his tail?
Very sharp teeth.
He
it
looks
does that.
angry. He looks a little bit miffed that you are here.
He's not thrilled that we're trying to slice his tail off.
And who would be, really?
But that's what I'm going for with the Switch Axe here. There is a new combo. If you're a Switch Axe player, then you'll be happy to learn that there is a new combo you can do when you're in Axe mode here. If you press circle just a few times, you do that kind of swipe back and forth attack. But if you are in the middle of that and you press triangle, it does this really cool like overhead smash attack. I'll call that out when it happens a little bit later in the video.
Nice.
But for now, I think we're going to watch this Tigrex hunt go down.
It looks like you got there just in the nick of time, too. Your fellow hunters were like, help, please.
Yeah, you can see that we're making good use of the health booster drops so that we can stand in those little area of effect kind of green areas and be constantly recovering health, which is super useful against this monster.
I was going to say, was there anything that you noticed about the new environment that was helpful? That was maybe different than some of the old...
Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, here we go. So I just used the Clutch Claw, which is a new addition in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. If you hold L2 and press, I believe it's circle, you can basically grapple onto the monster, onto a specific part of the monster. So I'm trying to get onto its tail so I can slice that sucker off.
And this isn't the same as just like mounting it.
Right.
Correct.
You can still mount it by like getting airborne and hitting it while you're in midair, and that mount mechanic works the same as it ever did. But now you can straight up just like grapple onto it. It doesn't kind of lock you.
Yeah,
as you can
you
see,
can still
it's
get
knocking
thrown.
me right off. Yeah. So it's not just like an instant like, oh, I'm just gonna keep
Zoom
on
right over there.
mounting
Yeah.
onto this thing. Like that's not quite how it works. It's not as OP as it might sound on paper. But it is really useful just to like kind of, if you're playing hammer, you want to try and get some hits in on its head to stun it. So this is a good way to target specific parts of a monster, especially if you're not a really kind of aerial focused player like a insect glaive. Insect glaive can just like jump into the air whenever they want and start flipping around and everything. But it's nice as a hammer player or a switch axe player to be able to get some verticality
Have some of that
into my
functionality
moveset
too,
there,
yeah. Well, you guys are doing well. He's already sort of running a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get there.
And then he slid right back. Didn't go too far. That's what I love about Monster Hunter, though. Like, it takes you all across the map sometimes, and then other times the monster will just be like, and we're ready.
Yeah, it's great. I love how they design the levels and the monsters to kind of work in tandem with one another. Like, the environments that you're hunting in are almost their own kind of characters. Be ready for some vicious attacks. So yeah, I think we've agitated the monster, so it's in its enraged form now, as if it wasn't already angry
I don't know
enough.
what you could mean. He looks so pleasant, so happy to have visitors.
He just wants a hug.
That's all they ever really
There we
want.
go. I'm getting some good hits on that tail. We'll see if we're able to lop that sucker off. So, I'm not playing my best. This is where I learned about that. That's that new combo that I
so just
did
practicing
right
for a second.
there. Yeah, so that was when somebody leaned over my shoulder and said, "Oh, you're playing switch axe. Try this."
Nice.
So you can see I,
Gave it a few tries.
get that figured out, and then there we go. So I got a more traditional mount going on here, and I'm just hacking away at the tail there. Oh no!
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
got
But then
back.
clutch clawed
We
right
got
back.
back. And we knocked it down. Oh. Okay, yeah, I think we fell down. Yeah, I got knocked off and fell down here, so I need to try and make my way back up.
Your wildlife map keeps track of where you are and where the
I
scout
love these
flies are.
environments so much.
You can
Yeah,
also
it's
use it to
beautiful.
I could spend like the whole playthrough just wandering around and figuring out all the different trails.
Oh yeah, you were asking about the new environment, the
Yeah.
Hoarfrost Reach earlier. It's interesting. Oh, and here I've got another
It's your little
raider
buddy.
ride ready to go here, I think. Oh nope, actually maybe not. I skipped it. Oh yeah, I'm trying to do the old wedge beetle grapple maneuver here. You can tell I'm a little rusty. I haven't played Monster Hunter in a little while. But yeah, the
You've played
Hoarfrost
it more
Reach.
than I have, though. When I jump in here, I'm gonna also be like,
Oh,
trying
man,
to hit it.
Playing this got me super excited for Monster Hunter again, to the point that I'm thinking about just diving back in now, just to like get more stuff in preparation for Iceborne. But yeah, the Hoarfrost Reach, I keep trying to talk about this and I keep getting distracted. It's this massive new environment, this new area that they are adding to Iceborne, and you kind of uncover parts of it as you work your way through the story. They say that as you after you uncover the entire map, it's the largest area in Monster Hunter World yet.
In the
So-
whole game.
In the whole game.
Wow.
Yeah. Bigger than Elder's Recess, bigger than Wildspire Waste, all that stuff. So,
So this is just
yeah.
a small little pocket of it
This
that
is
we've
just
seen.
a little chunk, yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Keep on taking that sucker on. Let's get him.
He's definitely getting tired if you look at the little map in the corner.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Slowly but surely.
There is a time limit on the hunt though, so we need to watch out for that. Oh no!
Oh no, Hunter
So
2!
they pumped up the number of continues for us here so that 4 faints wouldn't take
Wouldn't
us
be
out.
the end.
Yep.
The monster's been
No! Oh man, I'm really close to death here.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh
Okay,
you
we
make it
knocked it
come
down.
back.
Oh, I got a potion. Good. That was really too close. Here we go. Trying to do that. Oh, he roared. I was trying to do that combo there.
Yeah.
That new combo. Oh, let's see. I think. Let's
Oh,
see if I
man.
can clutch claw.
Before he runs.
Yeah.
Aim.
Come on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Shabro.
So yeah, while the clutch claw is really fun, like as the monster is escaping, you can, if you can get close enough, you can grapple onto it and
Yeah.
get some extra hits in there. If you're lucky, you might even be able to stop the monster.
Ooh. In the face, Justin.
Oh, yeah.
So rude.
Oh yeah. This guy doesn't mess around. Or girl, I'm not sure of the gender of the Tigrex that we're fighting.
All right.
Here we go.
Oh.
Keep your distance and watch for a safe opening.
Man, he
Hunt's
is.
going all right.
He is not. Oh, there goes the tail.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, we got that tail off of there. I'm not gonna be foolish and try to carve that while we're hunting.
That would 10,000% be me. I was always that person that was like, oh, while you guys are over here.
Yeah, that would not
Don't
be-
mind.
Whoa!
Oh!
Hello. Banbaro enters the fray.
Oh my gosh.
So this is one of the other new monsters in Monster Hunter World, Iceborne. It's the majestic moose-like Banbaro.
Oh my gosh.
You can see those big old antlers.
He's
so,
massive.
So here, I wanted to just like get some good footage of this turf war going
Yeah.
on here. Check out these monsters just like going to town.
His tail is like bigger than the Tigrex.
Yeah, that thing is massive, and it's no less angry than the Tigrex.
Oh goodness.
I was a fool, and I tried to sharpen my
No.
weapon there.
All right, so you weren't too far away. We're
Yeah.
back in the action.
Eat some well-done steak to restore it to max.
Eat some well done steak.
Eat some well done steak. Don't mind if I do.
Oh my God, we're looking not great already here. Okay, max potion got me back on track.
Whew. Things can change so quickly during Monster Hunter
Oh yeah,
fights.
and check out the snow. Like it actually leaves the trails in the snow as you
Oh
run
yeah,
through it
you're
and stuff.
right.
There's some really there's some areas of the Hoarfrost Reach that have like pretty copious amounts of snow that you need to kind of trudge through.
What's the name of the creature that you rode in on?
I forgot.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
scroll back in the video a little bit, I think the name of it appeared
pop
on the
up.
screen. So sorry, I don't have that
No
information at the
worries.
ready.
He's just so darn cute. Get
Real-
out of there, buddy.
Real tempting to
He's
to
just-
carve that
he's
tail.
just
Oh no,
there.
I think it died. Tigrex killed it. I need to take this thing out to
circle
avenge
of
my fallen
life.
friend. Drop a health booster for good measure here.
In the snow. That is really cool though. That you can see just the trails.
Damage and reduces how much you
I mean, you put snow in a game
Yeah.
in this day and age, you got to make sure that it leaves some
I
tracks.
know, but it looks so nice.
It does. It's still very nice that they did that. I like the way they implemented it too. It
Yeah,
looks
and I like how
looks
the
nice.
ice like shaves off every time he like a claw move, just like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Just wow, wow, wow.
And I went for an element discharge and failed there. I think I get a couple good ones later though.
guys
Kaboosh!
are
Getting some
almost
good hits
there.
here.
It's definitely slowing down.
Yeah, we're getting there.
monster's tired. Now's your chance to deal some serious damage.
Monster's
Mm.
tired.
Is he limping?
I wonder if we're gonna take it out. No!
All right, we're back in the fight. Will we make it this time? This is a tough one.
I won't spoil the ending, but I will say it comes right down to the wire.
Yeah, it feels like it. Like he is tired, but he is tough. Oh, and he's trying to get
There we
away.
go. Banbaro's like, yo, hey, what are you doing? All right,
Oh,
you may
oh.
proceed. Careful.
Uh-oh.
And you see, I'm kind of like trying to figure out, like, wait, what's my play here? Am I
Yeah.
just going to try? Because there's
Oh,
a sense
5
of urgency
minutes.
now. We got 5 minutes left. Banbaro's like right in between us and our
Yeah.
target. What do we do? Here we go. Kaboosh!
Go for it.
Get in there.
Hope it doesn't trigger anybody else in the area. Just fighting with these mammoths.
Why not? As you do. They're monsters. They must be hunted. Oh, we're getting some
Oh.
good hits now.
Hunter 2. I wounded it.
Switch axe. I love switch axe because you kind of you build up the charge in the weapon by using it in axe mode, and then you can transform it into a giant sword, which does more damage. But you can only, it has a limited amount of juice.
That upset Benbaro.
Yeah, Benbaro's not happy. Come on, man. We're on a schedule here. Leave us alone, please. Tigrex has eyes for me, I guess. My whole life I pronounced it Tigrex when I saw it, but they actually told me while we were recording this, they said, yeah, it's actually Tigrex. Because I guess this is the first time they've had the monster names voiced in a Monster Hunter game.
Oh,
so
really?
They had to, the localization
team had to
actively
think through that.
Yeah, they had to say, okay, well, how do we? Okay, here we go. We got an avalanche. This is really cool. So there were a couple moments in Monster Hunter World where like there would be a rock slide or something, and it would deal damage to the monsters. But you can see here we got an avalanche, we got the Benbaro and the Tigrex and me all getting washed away here. All kind of just like intertwined. They're not happy with one another again.
Oh, Hunter 2, no.
Man, I wish I had a dung pod so I could have got that Benbaro to leave. You know, that's a thing in Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
You fling poop at them and they leave.
That doesn't work in real life?
I mean, I've never tried it. But
Only in
maybe.
Monster Hunter?
Disclaimer, do not throw
Do
poop
not throw
at
poop.
things. Please.
All right. Come on, Justin.
We're so close. Just watching that timer in the top left corner, like, please.
It's making me nervous.
I'm getting some good hits on this guy, though. Another disclaimer, I'm not a switch axe main. I'm a hunter, or sorry, a hammer main.
I am a hunter.
I am a hunter. Here we go. Let's use those wedge beetles.
Yeah.
Oh, not going that way. Whoops.
It looked cool, though.
It did look cool. It's all about looking flashy in Monster Hunter.
Just some light rock climbing here. All right.
Here we go. This is it.
Whoa!
I think this is going to be our last shot to take this guy out.
Yeah, you only have a couple minutes left. He is so done with you guys. Just let me sleep.
Yeah, he is none too pleased about what we're doing to him
You
here.
already cut off my tail. What more do you want?
One other thing I should mention is that hot drinks are a thing that you're going to need to keep an eye on in the Hoarfrost Reach. Yes. So in Monster Hunter World, you had cool drinks when you were in hot climbs that you would drink to kind of keep your body temperature regulated.
Yeah.
The inverse is true here as well. Since it's so icy, you need to craft
warm.
hot drinks
so
that you don't find yourself out of stamina at an inopportune time. Okay, so we are moving to one last location here. Tigrex is going back to his little nest here. I think we got some barrels we can make use of here. Whoops, ran out of stamina. Rookie move. All right. Oh, it's so peaceful. So,
all right, what's the strategy here?
So my initial thought was to capture it, but our loadout did not contain any of the sleep powder that we need to put it to sleep. So capturing is out of the question. But we've got explosives, which is the next best thing.
When all else fails, just make things go boom.
Kaboosh! Lots of damage. I was surprised that didn't kill it. Like, we had it pretty tired already in it.
He is strong.
Look at that. We're just laying into it.
I know, the shock trap.
So close. We're coming up on time here. Will we take out the Tigrex?
He's like, no, I refuse.
Tigrex is like, no, you won't.
He's resilient.
He really is, yeah. Not to be taken lightly.
Oh, he's just swiping at you guys.
At least he doesn't have that tail. No!
Ah.
Time
so rough.
up. Man, we were so close.
That Tigrex, though.
Whew. Goodness.
All right. Well, you'll get another shot of it when Monster Hunter World Iceborne comes to PS4 on September 6th.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to see what you do then.
I cannot wait. Oh, man, that was a 4-star hunt, and I failed it. I'm ashamed.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in the next episode of PlayStation Underground.
Bye-bye.